C1 Quadratics Example 31. In this example, I need to solve a pair of simultaneous equations where one is linear and one is quadratic. So what I need to do here, I need to rearrange one of the equations so I can get x or y as a subject and then substitute into the other equation. So if I look at this, I'm going to rearrange my linear equation because that'll be easier to rearrange to make x or y the subject. I'm going to choose to make y the subject as I think that'll be easier. So if I make y the subject of this equation, I'm going to take this 2x into the other side, so y is going to equal 1 minus 2x. Now I'm going to substitute this into my quadratic equation. So I've got x squared plus y squared, but instead of y, I'm going to put this in. So I've got x squared plus y squared, so plus, instead of y, I'm going to put 1 minus 2x all squared is equal to 1. If I expand this bracket, it's the same as doing 1 minus 2x multiplied by 1 minus 2x. That's 1. I've got minus 2x minus 2x. I've got minus 4x. And then I've got minus 2x multiplied by minus 2x. So the minus and the minus will give me a plus. And then I've got 2x multiplied by 2x. So I'm going to get 4x squared. Then I've got x squared plus 1 minus 4x plus 4x squared all equal to 1. Now I can simplify this so I can collect like terms. So I've got x squared and 4x squared. So that gives me 5x squared minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 1. Now I can take this plus 1 onto the other side by subtracting by 1 on both sides. So on this side I'm left with 5x squared minus 4x is equal to 0. So if I factorise this bit here, I can take a factor of x out and I'm left with 5x minus 4 all equal to 0. So now either whatever's inside the bracket has got to equal 0 or whatever's outside has to equal 0. So either x is equal to 0 or 5x minus 4 is equal to 0, in which case x is equal to 4 over 5. So now I've got my values for x, so I need to substitute these back in to work out the values for y. So if I look at x is equal to 0, if I substitute this back into this equation here, I've got y equal to 1 minus 2x, so 2 multiplied by x, so 2 multiplied by 0. So that's 1 minus 0, which is 1. But if x is 4 over 5, I've got y is equal to 1 minus 2x, so I've got 1 minus 2 times x, and x is 4 over 5. So I get 1 minus 8 over 5. So I can work this out by getting a common denominator. So instead of 1, I'm going to have 5 over 5. Take 8 over 5. And that leaves me with minus 3 over 5. So for my final answer, if x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 1. Or if x is equal to 4/5, then y is equal to minus 3/5.